Hello, today I'm going to do Cryptic 392 by Mithrill in the Hindustan Times. Six across, hunt, extremely peculiar, winged creature. Extremely peculiar could be PR, and winged creature is an owl. Prowl could be hunt. Doctor photographs styling device after leaving hospital. Doctor is generally an anagram indicator, although it doesn't have to be. Photographs styling device after leaving hospital. Let's try sacked entire university staff. Entire university staff. Show usual support reportedly. This is homophone, and it could be parade because parade and parade sound similar, and parade is a show. Let's see, 12 across. Unclear about Indian cities layout. So, unclear could be a word for unclear, and we could have the definition as layout. So, this could be diagram. Dim is unclear, and Indian city is Agra, and layout is diagram. Occasionally recalled Dr. John Nielsen and Nobel laureate Ostrom. So, occasionally is letter indicator that says you have to select clues in a patterned manner. It could be alternate letters or every two letters or something. And recalled is telling you that this is working in the reverse fashion. So let's see, it's ending with R. Let's try. So O R, N O R, I N O R, L I N O R, E L I N O R. So this could be the answer. Elinor, who is laureate Ostrom. It's a possibility. We need to check. Elinor Ostrom. Ostrom. Okay. So something that I don't know. So sometimes it so happens that we learn a lot of things while doing crosswords, and it's not possible for everybody to know everything. Even so, I love this part of the crosswords so much that every time, sometimes some things are not in your active memory, some things you just don't know about, and then you just learn it while you're doing the crossword. Sacked entire university staff. Okay, so you've still not. I think it has to be retinue because it's a anagram of entire and U, and staff is retinue. Track friends initially playing hot potato. Track is probably the definition. Friends initially and then playing hot potato. So the definition is track, and I think it's footpath, which is an anagram of H, which is hot, potato. So playing is indicating that that's getting anagrammed. Friends initially is telling you have to take the first letter of friends, and all of it becomes footpath, which means track. So we've got this whole nice little area in the top, which is good. Women had a little rare exotic lemon plant. Oh, so this has to be watermelon, I would think. Women is W, had is 8. Exotic lemon is telling you that that gets anagrammed. A little rare is R, and then you have plant is watermelon. Perhaps mainly hardy English mountain dwellers. Okay, perhaps is telling you that that could be an anagram. Mainly hardy English mountain dwellers. So we still have mainly hardy could be just hard. English is E, and then mountain is probably a mountain, and then the definition could be dwellers. Householders comes to mind, but I don't think we have the either the number of letters don't match, nor does the pattern. But it'll come to us. I think we don't need to sweat that out right now. Let's go to the next one. Firstborn son accepts suitable leader. Firstborn son, and that's Cain from the Bible, biblical reference of Cain and Abel. And suitable is apt, and you have captain as a leader. 17 down, row with head say. So I think it is skull because it sounds like skull, skull, and skull is to row. Giving learner gin cocktail after result. So this is giving learner gin cocktail after result. So learner is L, result is end. Gin cocktail is an anagram of ing. Gin to give ing, and lending is giving. Boards plain high on drugs ultimately. So plain is high, and boards are panels. Drugs ultimately is S, which is the last letter of drugs. Eager to basically learn about trusted friend. Eager to basically learn about trusted friend. Okay. Hard rock. This is must be granite, and this could be Highlanders then. Eager to basically learn about trusted friend. Okay. Missing the first look at Northern Valley in England is Glen. Ogle is look. Missing the first is without the O. Northern is N. And Valley in Scotland is Glen. Perhaps extremely excitable and ignorant people of a certain age. Perhaps extremely excitable and ignorant people of a certain age. Okay. What was this? Did we leave it? Oh, this is the one that. Okay. Eager. Basically learn about trusted friend. Okay. Fine. Let's see this. Headline: Royal scene aboard ship. Royal scene aboard ship. Ship is usually SS, and royal is R. We need something that means headline as the definition, and it's a container, or it could be most likely that, because royal scene is going aboard the ship. Royal could be king, for example, and okay, we need something for headline. Feeling of guilt about code developer. Feeling of guilt about code developer. Code developer. It could be developer, could be the definition. Feeling of guilt, like remorse or something, and is going around something for code to give you a word that means developer. That's a possibility. Toronto Spa Resort invests more than necessary. Hmm. Toronto Spa Resort invests more than necessary. Interesting. Makes me want to think that there is a hidden going on, but I can't see it just yet. More than necessary could be. It's a Toronto Spa Resort, I don't know. Where one might see sportsmen finally in field. Where one might see sportsmen finally in field is, I think, arena, where area is the field, sportsman finally is N, and arena, so it's like a semi anlet kind of a clue. Strange. Nevada has a lake, like a question, but this could be an anagram of Nevada to give you a lake, although there's no reason for this. Is more likely. It's a hidden. Strange. Nevada has a lake, so Geneva is the lake. Yes, it could have been included in other ways, but the setter can choose to also call it a lake amongst other things. All right. Feeling of guilt must be remorse, right? So about is RE and Morse is as in Morse code. So remorse is the feeling of guilt. And lose a large book in church. So this could be mislay, lose a large book in church. Mm, wants me to say something like mislay, but I'm not even sure yet why that has to be in church. So we need to get that part clear before we put that in. Okay, let's try this. 4 down. Primary goals require inner toughness and determination. Is grit. It's just the first letters of G, R, I, and T for determination, and primarily is telling you that's what you need to do. Free issue. Free issue is a double definition, I would think. We need something that means issue and something that means free. Emit is one, but then need a 7-letter word. Um, let's get there. Spooner says contact adolescent writer. So this is contact adolescent has to be spoonerized to give you writer. Um, Tolstoy, contact is touch. Adolescent could be teen, something teen. And we need a writer whose name starts in T. The first 7-letter writer that I can think of is Tolstoy, but that doesn't spoonerize to anything that means contact adolescent. I need something that Tolkien perhaps. So Tolkien could be call teen. Oh, okay, that could work. A growth that is terminal. A growth that's terminal could be anode. A growth is a node, and anodes and cathodes are the terminals. Falling short request sibling to basically lend a hand. Falling short request sibling to basically lend a hand. Sibling could be cis, and it says request sibling, so it could be something like this: assist. Lend a hand is assist. Two basically is T, request sibling is cis. Falling short request, okay. Falling short request is ask without the last letter, then sibling is sis, and basically to is T. So lend a hand is to assist. Admitted girl shouted angrily. Admitted girl shouted angrily. So I think the definition obviously is admitted because you're having T and D here, which means it's going to probably end in TED. So then we have girl, which is G, although some people don't like it because it's not in chambers, but that's common enough usage that we mostly go with it. And then ranted is shouted angrily, so granted is admitted. Free issue, we still have to just figure that out. Its crossings are almost there. Doctor photographs styling device after leaving hospital. So there's a styling device and it has H in it, and after leaving hospital means deletion of H from that styling device, and photographs could be a word, and then together this whole thing could mean doctor. Mm, what kind of a doctor can you think of that starts in an A? I'm sure that if I can figure that out, we have that. Perhaps extremely excitable and ignorant people of a certain age. Extremely excitable and people of a certain age. Ignorant people of a certain age. That makes me want to think generation, though I can't really understand why yet. But era is there and could work, but let me not put myself into a spot there yet and see whether this could be a T. Toronto Spa Resort invests more than necessary. Now we have 7 letters, right? So I have a feeling that the resort is probably doing some of the job there. I don't know whether there is a could be a possible anagram indicator, but then that number of letters don't match that. Invest more than necessary is lose a large book at church. We are really stuck with a few that have where we have crossings and no way out for immediately, but see, eager to basically learn about trusted friend. Be alter ego. Alter ego could be a trusted friend, and there is eager to and basically learn. Basically learn is L. So eager to and L, if you anagram it, you get alter ego, and alter ego is a trusted friend. So this is supporting our generation, yes. Let's just see whether perhaps Toronto Spa Resort invest. I think that is to spare. I did think earlier that this must be some kind of a hidden word, and it is indeed. I know generation is right, but if somebody can annotate it well, I'll leave it to you to figure that out. And this looks like Miss Lay lose a large book in church. I'm not sure about this lay part actually. A large. Let's see. Okay. Headline: Royal seen aboard ship is this kinds to be a streamer. Streamer, because R is inside a steamer, which is a ship, and headline is a streamer. Free issue is this has to be something that means both free and issue. To issue is to release. Yeah, release. That's good. Doctor photographs. So we are stuck with the doctor, aren't we? So it has to be some RIST. Styling device after leaving hospital. Photographs. Styling device. Who's a doctor? Yeah. Trust. Photographs. Photographs could be snaps. I don't think it's arts, really. Arts are not photographs. And you have styling device. Oh, you're stuck in one clue for like 2 minutes. Just needs to be something that needs to strike. So, doctor photograph, styling device after leaving hospital. Hospital is H. And styling device could be, I think this is something that's ending in wrist for me, according to me. Or, okay, I think I have it. It's just a cute clue. A styling device for it's a hairbrush, and okay, we have some mistakes, and I'm quite sure it has to be this, because this was one that we could not really annotate. So let's just think of what it be. Lose a large book in church. In church, could be either the definition could be church, or it could be mislead. Does seem like a good bet, although I couldn't annotate it fully. A large book. Church. Let's see if we have got any typos first. And the quickest way to check it is check that. Okay. So this was wrong. Well, the only other thing I can think is mishap, but that's also not right. What else could be? Miss. Well, it could be a missile, I think. Miss is loose. A large. Okay. I was going to look it up, but that's good. Thank you, Mithrill, and thank you, Hindustan Times.